Business Day.
Go to CashNetUSA.com to apply for the money you need.
Count on meteorologist Allison Pryor every weekend on Channel 3.
You know, so often we hear on 3+U from our viewers here on 3+U that they'll watch the show and learn about things happening in the community that they never knew were going on. And that very well may be the case with our next guest. I did not know about this program through Goodwill. There's a good chance you didn't either, but there's an even better chance that it can help the lives of you or someone that you know. Kimberly Kreider is the woman with all of the answers and insight this morning. Good to see you.
Hi, Julie. It's good to see you, too. Thanks for having me on today.
You and I had a lovely conversation last week. Good that we can have it now on the air. The program that we're talking about, you have an acronym for it, but it's the Senior Community Service Employment Program. It is just what the name implies. It helps people find jobs.
That's right. It is a mouthful. That's why we call it CCSEP for short. And it's a federally funded job training program for older Americans that are 55 and older. And it really helps them to get paid job skills, got job training so that they can get back into the workforce if they've been out and they really, really need to work.
You are very aware the program has been going on, as you mentioned, for a number of years, but COVID, like everybody else, threw you a bit of a curveball. So you have found a way to provide this training for people in a safe way.
Absolutely, and it certainly has given us a curveball. Normally, around this time, we have about 145 people that are in the training, and during COVID, we've had about half of that. And so we know that because of the numbers, there are people that are eligible that need to work, and we want to be able to provide that avenue. And the way that we have been able to do it safely from home is we start off with folks that their curriculum and training and materials that they can work on while they're at home. And then when it's safer, we can connect them with a training site. And we partner with nonprofit agencies, governmental agencies throughout the community. And based on the needs that the trainee has, we are able to match them up with that organization so they can get on-site training. So we are definitely trying new things. And we have some really creative partnerships with local nonprofits and even some national nonprofits that we're working with to be able to provide work from home, training from home opportunities.
So Kimberly, even though a lot of the people I would have thought of who could benefit from this conversation today would be those who are 55 and older looking to get the training, we also have business owners who watch this show. So if someone's looking to connect with you and partner from a hiring perspective, can they do that?
Oh, absolutely. We get calls from employers all the time at Goodwill. We actually have 2 job training programs. I manage one, and there's another job training program for anyone that's 18 or older. And so we get employers that call. They're looking for employees, and so we work very closely with them to really find a good match to really meet the needs of what business owners have in the community and also the financial needs that our job trainees have as well.
Can we get a little bit into the specifics of who you really are intended to help? Because even though this is for someone 55 and older, this isn't really for people who might have a comfortable 401k to retire with. This is for somebody who might be struggling a little bit, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. This particular CCSEP is particularly for low-income individuals that have a really hard time finding employment. And so there are a lot of barriers that are out there. And right now we have a lot of people that are competing for jobs because a lot of people are unemployed. And so when you think of people that have difficulties, those could be individuals that have disabilities. It could be individuals that have a hard time reading and writing. It could be individuals that may have limited English proficiency. So those are the types of people that we really want to work with and provide them an opportunity where they can come in, they can beef up some of their computer skills, they can work on some of the skills that may have been a hindrance to them in the past because they've not really been able to practice. I think of many times we have individuals that come in that they have not been in front of a computer for several years. And as we know, in today's market, you need to have computer skills if you want to be marketable. And so we've been able to provide those training opportunities for individuals. And right now we're also in conversations with other partners to see how do we pivot in this age of the pandemic to provide those virtual training opportunities for individuals as well from a technology standpoint.
There was a time, we have about a minute or so left, when I was younger, 55 seems so old. 55 is very, very young. You've got a lot of years left ahead to work. Do you see every day people finding renewed self-esteem by having a job?
Oh, I so do see that. And that's the beauty of CCSEP, because it helps people have confidence. It builds up their confidence, because if they've been out of the work environment for a little bit, you really start to question, you have the motivation. I want to be able to work. I have so much to give. And yet sometimes people feel like they're not given a fair shake and they don't have the open door opportunity. And that's what CCSEP provides. We provide the opportunity for people to be in an environment where they can step through that door and they can shine, and that will translate into more skills and employment. So that's what we really want to share with people in the community, that we are an open door to opportunities.
Well, I think the sincerity of your beliefs and your passion for what you do certainly came through today for a lot of people. So I thank you so much for your time. And here's the contact information. If you or someone you know does want to reach out and learn more about the program, the contact is actually Carolyn Jenkins. Her phone number is 629-2501. Her extension is 3080. So write that down, goodwillchat.org. Kimberly, thank you so very, very much.
Thank you, Julie.
Attention homeowners, we started with